Mary Jean was a modern-day hero. We call them Overseas Filipino Workers, or OFWs. She worked as a nanny in the big, shiny city of Dubai. Every day she cared for other people's children with a gentle heart and a warm smile. But her own family was thousands of miles away in Leyte, a beautiful province in the Philippines. She sent most of her salary back home. This money helped pay for her younger siblings' school fees. It put food on their table and fixed the roof of their small house. Her sacrifice was a testament to her deep love for them. Life in Dubai was a mix of hard work and simple joys. During her days off, Mary Jean loved to gather with her fellow Filipino friends. They would find a small karaoke bar and sing their hearts out. Belting out classic OPM hits and power ballads made them feel closer to home. These moments were precious. They laughed, they shared stories, and for a few hours they could forget their struggles. It was a community built on shared dreams and a common longing for the families they had left behind. Her friends were her home away from home. Even with her friends, a feeling of loneliness would sometimes creep into Mary Jean's heart. The towering skyscrapers of Dubai felt very different from the green fields of Leyte. She missed the smell of the morning rain on the soil and the sound of her mother's laughter. At night, when she was alone in her small room, the homesickness was strongest. She would look at pictures of her family on her phone, her heart aching for their presence. She dreamed of the day she could finally go home for good, not just for a short vacation. In these quiet moments, Mary Jean held onto a personal dream. She hoped to find a kind and loving partner, someone to share her life with. She imagined a man who would understand her journey and respect her family. This dream felt distant, almost impossible, in a foreign land where her life was so focused on work. Yet it was a spark of hope that she kept alive in her heart. She believed that one day she would find a love that would make her feel complete. A love that would lead her back to the Philippines for good. To chase away the loneliness, Mary Jean started using online dating apps. It was a modern way to meet new people. She was careful, of course. She knew the internet could be a tricky place, but she was also hopeful. She spent her evenings scrolling through profiles, reading stories, and looking for a genuine connection. She wasn't looking for anything fancy. She just wanted someone with a good heart. Someone who was honest and kind. Her profile was simple and true, showing her smiling face and mentioning her love for family and karaoke. One evening, a message appeared from a man named Ronald. His profile was different. He was a retired ranch owner from America. His pictures showed him on a beautiful, wide-open ranch with horses and a kind smile. He looked gentle and sincere. He wrote to Mary Jean, saying he was drawn to her warm personality and her dedication to her family. He was looking for a partner to share his quiet, peaceful life with. There was something about his words that felt safe and real, making Mary Jean feel comfortable enough to reply. Their conversations started slowly, then grew into a daily routine. They talked about everything. Mary Jean shared stories about her life in Dubai and her childhood in Leyte. Ronald spoke about his life on the ranch, his love for animals, and his travels. For an entire year, they built a relationship through video calls and messages. They bridged the vast distance between Dubai and America with words and laughter. Mary Jean found herself falling for his gentle nature, and Ronald was captivated by her strength and kindness. After a year of getting to know each other online, Ronald made a big decision. He wanted to meet Mary Jean in person. But he didn't want her to fly to America. Instead, he wanted to meet her where her heart truly belonged, the Philippines. He suggested they meet in her hometown of Leyte. This gesture meant the world to Mary Jean. It showed her that he respected her roots and wanted to understand her life completely. With excitement and a little bit of nervousness, she agreed. Her dream was finally turning into a reality. The day they finally met at the airport in the Philippines was magical. When Mary Jean saw Ronald walking towards her, holding a small bouquet of flowers, it felt like a scene from a movie. He was exactly like the man she had talked to for a year, warm, gentle, and with a smile that reached his eyes. All her nervousness melted away. They hugged, and it felt like they had known each other forever. The connection that had grown through a screen was just as strong, if not stronger, in person. Their journey together had truly begun. Ronald's first act was to respectfully meet Mary Jean's family. He didn't just visit, he embraced her culture. He brought gifts, known as pasalubong, for everyone. He sat with her parents, listened to their stories, and showed genuine interest in their lives. He even tried to speak a few words of Tagalog he had learned. Mary Jean's family saw the goodness in his heart. They saw how he looked at her with so much love and respect. He wasn't just a visitor, he was becoming a part of their family. Together, they explored the beauty of Leyte. They walked along the beaches, visited historical sites, and ate delicious Filipino food. Ronald loved everything, from the sweet mangoes to the bustling local markets. He saw the place that shaped the woman he loved. For Mary Jean, showing Ronald her home was a dream come true. She was not just a nanny in a foreign city anymore. She was a woman sharing her world with the man she loved. These shared experiences made their bond even deeper and more meaningful. One evening, Ronald took Mary Jean to a nice restaurant overlooking the sea. As the sun began to set, he started talking about their journey and his feelings for her. Then he got down on one knee and opened a small box with a beautiful ring inside. He asked her to be his wife. Mary Jean was so overwhelmed with emotion that she went silent. In Filipino culture, sometimes silence is a way to show deep respect and contemplation. After a moment that felt like an eternity, she broke into a radiant smile and whispered, "Yes." Ronald's joy was immeasurable. Their wedding was a beautiful community celebration. It wasn't a grand, lavish event. Instead, it was filled with the warmth of family, friends, and neighbors. The entire community came together to help. The local church was decorated with flowers from their gardens. The women in the neighborhood cooked a feast of traditional Filipino dishes. Everyone wanted to be a part of Mary Jean and Ronald's special day. The air was filled with music, laughter, and so much love. It was a true testament to the Filipino spirit of bayanihan, or community unity. After the wedding, Mary Jean and Ronald decided to stay in Leyte. They didn't move to America. Instead, they chose to build their new life in the community that Mary Jean loved so much. They found a new purpose together. They started volunteering at a local orphanage, a place that cared for children who needed love and support. Mary Jean's experience as a nanny and Ronald's kind heart made them a perfect team. They poured their love into helping the children, bringing smiles to their faces and hope to their lives. Mary Jean's life had come full circle. She had left her home to support her family, enduring years of loneliness and sacrifice. Now she was back, not just for a visit, but for good. She was married to a wonderful man who loved and respected her. She was surrounded by her family and her community. Every morning she woke up to the familiar sounds and sights of her beloved Leyte. Her heart was full. She had found love, and in doing so, she had finally found her way back home. Her story became an inspiration in her town. It was a story of hope, patience, and the incredible power of love to cross any distance. Mary Jean was no longer just an OFEW who sent money home. She was a wife, a community helper, and a woman who had bravely followed her heart. Her journey from the gleaming towers of Dubai to the humble fields of Leyte was complete. Mary Jean had finally come home, not just to a place, but to a life filled with love, purpose, and endless happiness.